Travis in Buffalo, New York. It says, I'm a progressive in the top 1%. What's that all about?
Hey, so I want to start, and I know I have very little time, so I just want to run in and say first that I would love if we would start talking about Mincome. It was a system that was put in Canada for a little bit.
Mincome?
It was wildly successful. Yeah, minimum income assurance. They call it Mincome in Canada.
Yes.
And basically,
well, they have that. They have that in Alaska too. You know, you're guaranteed at least $2,000 a year.
Not to the extent that they do it there. What they did was every person was given the minimum living wage as like a monthly check. Every person gets it, and then at the end of the year, you pay it all back by taxes if you can afford to, if you needed to. Like it was basically a negative income tax,
right?
And it drove up the GDP. People were able to go get education. People were able to do. I mean, there was more jobs created. It was an amazing setup. We had a change in government, and the program got shut down. But right. I'd love for you to, at some point, look up Mincome and talk about it. But I also just want to talk about my personal issue real fast. I make $350,000. I built a website. It became super successful, and
good on you.
And now I'm going to a big city, which is going to be because I'm now launching a new startup, and I need investors. But the problem is that I don't want to contribute to gentrification of the local area. I realize that those people already don't like these tech snobs. I own Google Glass. I guess I'm a glasshole. But I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I contribute to the communities that I'm in, but I feel like my progressive friends who are on the right thing, they are combating gentrification, which I'm for, hate me or are upset at me for contributing to something that I don't really have much influence. The investors are in these set cities. And if I want to get a good round of funding, that's where I need to be.
No, I understand that. And gentrification is a fascinating and very complex topic worthy of an hour discussion all on its own.
Yeah.
If I may say so.
Yeah, and that's it.
It's happening here in D.C., all around us.
Yeah. And it's not even just like the lower, because I was looking at a map of places, and this place I'm moving, I've lived before, so I didn't want to move to the super low income area where I'd really affect people. But even if I move to a middle class area, I'm just raising their rent, which is going to move them to the lower income areas. Right. It's going to have the same effect either way. So right. I just wanted to, I would even identify myself as a socialist. So I mean, like I'm on board with helping everybody.
Yeah.
But just so.
Well, then I think the number one leverage point, or the two main leverage points are movement politics. Please support movement politics. Move to amend.org, progressivedemocratsofamerica.org, or whatever organization and like and touches your heart, whatever you're excited about, and the political, politics itself. When you see progressives, genuine progressives who are running for political office, and I hate this system where money defines politics, but this is what the Supreme Court has given us. Do what you can, and maybe not even with money, maybe just passing the word along or using your website in some way to help support progressive politicians.
I think I'm doing pretty good on that front.
Good.
So.
Good on you. Travis, thank you for the call, and thanks for the perspective and your kind thanks. I appreciate it. Good to hear from you.